Welcome everyone to this presentation on the 2023 Australia-New Zealand Matific Maths Olympiad. My name's Jared Tuffield. It's my pleasure to be your host for this session. I'd like to start by just giving you the very briefest of overviews of Matific itself for those people who are not familiar with Matific. Matific is a student online maths platform. It may be used by teachers instructionally, but predominantly it's used to supplement the school's program so that teachers have activities for students to undertake independently, be it for homework or in rotational computer time in school, to consolidate the concepts that are being taught in their lessons. The terrific thing about the activities in Matific, apart from how engaging they are, is the fact that we have activities not only to develop the students' fluency, but their conceptual understanding. There are 4 areas when a student logs into Matific where they can complete activities. So I'll just give you an insight into what the student interface looks like and explain those 4 areas and which ones will apply in the Olympiad. In Adventure Island, we're using artificial intelligence in order to provide the students with their own personal learning pathway. So they undertake a placement test in most year levels, not in the foundation or beginning year level where they just go straight into Adventure Island. And then activities are assigned to them based on their performance in that placement test and their ongoing performance in activities. Secondly, there's an area called assigned work where students can be assigned activities by their parents, optionally, but certainly by their teachers. And those activities can be assigned as homework and or schoolwork and scheduled to be due by certain dates. Those that aren't due or aren't completed by the due date, as per indicated here, indicated in red, and the students are notified that those activities are overdue for completion. Thirdly, there's training zone. This is an area where students can go in and choose activities for themselves, and those activities they can choose at level or above or below their level. This area will be disarmed for the duration of the Olympiad because we don't want students deliberately selecting to do activities that are too easy for them just in order to promote their performance within the competition. And finally, the students, in most cases, favorite section, Arena. Arena is where live games can be played. Students can invite other students to a game they initiate, or their teacher can actually initiate the game. And this area here, along with Adventure Island and assigned work, will be included in the Olympiad and will go towards the students' achievement and their chances of winning prizes for themselves and for their school. We run these Olympiads every year, and we run them around the globe. This particular Olympiad is the Australian New Zealand Olympiad. And so while students participate in other Olympiads around the world at different times of the year, in this case, their chances of winning are increased by the fact that they'll actually just be competing with the students in Australia and New Zealand who participate. Whereas you can see in total, over last year, over 100,000 students participated in our Olympiads across the globe. Now, to register for the Olympiad, if you are a school or a home without a subscription, you will need to register. If you go to our website, at the top of our website at the moment, there is a banner you can click on that will take you to the registration page. However, if your school or home already has a subscription to Matific, you will not need to register. You are automatically included in the Olympiad. It's just be that in the particular week of the Olympiad, 31st of July to the 4th of August, then apart from your normal ongoing participation in Matific, you'll be part of this wider competition. Prizes. First prize is $1,500 cash to the school, and then some other prizes in the form of a $1,500 voucher to EDSCO, Educational Supply Company. EDSCO have an incredible range of resources, hands-on materials, print materials, stationery, and so on, and the schools will be able to select how to spend their $1,500 voucher. We thank EDSCO for being our major sponsor of the Olympiad this year. And then our other partner, Oxford University Press, are supplying a series of Oxford teacher reference titles. And they'll actually be supplying these to the first place, second place, and third place getting schools, along with $1,000 for the second place and $500 cash for the third place school. The students as well can win prizes. And in this case, there are 3 $500 Apple Store gift cards up for grabs. So what I'll do is I'll go through how you actually can win in the Olympiad, both at a school and a student level. When it comes to school winners, schools win by achieving their target for the number of stars. Then stars are the stars earned for completing correct answers within Matific activities. So the schools will be ranked, and we build in a factor so that we allow for the fact that some students may be absent who were enrolled to participate, or not particularly get highly involved, be away sick, and all sorts of reasons. So for that contingency, we'll only base it on your top 70% of your students. But basically, you will have a score that will be by the number of students that you have with Matific subscriptions, be they ongoing or just for the Olympiad and your current trial, multiplied by 150 stars, because each student has been challenged over the week to earn themselves 150 stars. In the event that there is a tie, so for instance, 2 schools have a perfect achievement of all their students getting 150 stars, we will then revert to the accuracy and look at which school had the students make fewer mistakes in order to earn those 150 stars. Give an example. In an activity that is worth 5 stars, 5 questions, each worth a star, if that's the case in every activity a student undertakes, then they're going to undertake 30 activities, 5 stars an activity, and achieve 150 stars. However, if they get an answer wrong, they can make up that missed star by either reattempting that question and that activity, or they could do other activities and earn stars through getting other questions correct. So the school that perhaps took more attempts to get the 150 stars per student will fall second place to the school that got the 150 stars, perhaps with a perfect record. As for the students, the Olympiad is about participation, engagement, enjoyment, getting kids and loving mathematics. So, and we want to allow for all students to achieve. So I'll talk in a bit and more how you can make the competition accessible to all students. But what I want to talk about here is the fact that for students to win, there's an aspect of chance, but they can increase their chances of winning by completing as many activities and earning as many stars as possible. So a student that does earn 150 stars or 100% of their target will receive 25 entries in a draw, as opposed to the student who perhaps only achieves less than 50%, 75 or fewer of the stars. They will just have 1 entry in the draw. And then there'll be 3 draws, and the first 3 students drawn will receive the Apple gift vouchers worth $500. Some tips now to increase your chances as a school and of students winning. When the students first log into Matific, they create their fun little avatar character, and that avatar character they can enhance as they earn rewards within the Matific system. Secondly, you should direct them then to Adventure Island, and that is where they will complete their placement test. That placement test will then deem whether the student is ready for activities at their year level or should be doing activities a year or 2 lower. Now, in the case where you know you've got a student who's operating even lower than 2 year levels below your class level, you can go into your teacher platform and adjust the levels manually. You can do this before or after they undertake the placement test. And so you can decide if a certain level is more suitable for a particular student to place that student to operate at a level that they're operating at, not the enrolled class level. Thirdly, in Matific, students can be assigned activities by their teacher, and teachers can do this at a class, group, or individual level. So you may want to go in and create groups if you're going to assign activities, so that you can assign activities at different levels for different students. Most importantly, during the time of 31st of July, the 4th of August, provide the students with maximum opportunity to complete activities. That is, to log in and complete activities on Matific either in class time and or for homework. Perhaps for that week, the only homework that they will be asked or even required to do is to spend time on Matific. Now, in preparing for the Olympiad, a couple of things just to be mindful of. Matific can be accessed on a desktop or laptop computer through a browser, any modern browser like Chrome or Edge, for instance, a Safari. But if they are accessing it through a mobile device, iPad, tablet, mobile phone, etc., then you will need to go looking for this particular Matific student app, either on the iTunes store or in the Google Play Store, and have that installed on the device. And make sure the students access Matific through the app, not a browser, on those mobile devices to get the best experience. And then as far as notifying the winners, you can see there our first, second, and third place winners from last year. Congratulations to them, and perhaps they will back up again this year. The winners will be notified on the 14th of August, and this will happen both on our website and directly to those schools via email. Thanks for joining me today. If you've got other questions, please email me at jared@matific.com, or you can contact us more broadly at australia@matific.com or New Zealand@matific.com. Please have a look at our website, matific.com, and register for the Olympiad. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.